Hi guys, Steph here. Right, what have we got for you today? Well, what we've got for you is another pen that, well, basically doesn't have a major manufacturer's name to it. An absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pen. What we've got for you is a pen that some of you may recognise, because I've actually shown you this pen quite a number of years ago in a different colour. It was in mauve. But what we've got for you here is the Croxley pen, a Dickinson product made in Britain. So it's the Croxley pen. Now, very briefly, the Croxley pen, I'm dating around about sort of the 1950s. As you can see, this one, it's what we term as a sort of a flat top pen. Now, the Croxley pens, I believe they came in different variations. I've also seen sort of a torpedo shaped fountain pen. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to simply concentrate on this specific model. As you can see, it comes in this absolutely gorgeous golden, brown and black marble. Absolutely beautiful. I believe they also, well, I've actually had them in black. As I say, I've also shown you a video on a mauve one. I believe they actually made them in green and blues as well. But what we have here is this beautiful, as I say, this golden brown marble, which in my opinion is the nicest colour within the range. Now, as I say, it's a Croxley pen, a Dickinson product. Now, who are they? As far as I'm aware, the Dickinson sort of company, if you like, were a sort of a stationers cum paper manufacturers, which I believe reading may actually still be, well, they may still be in business, but at the time they were making, I believe, paper and maybe even stationery. And as with a number of these pens, they had pens made for him by major manufacturers of the period. Now, who made this pen? Well, there's thought that maybe even Parker at their New Haven factory may have actually made the pens. There's thought that Conway Stewart may have actually made the pens. Now, for me, that's very plausible because it's very, very reminiscent of some of the Conway Stewart fountain pens. And there's even thought that maybe Anotto made the pens for him. But either way, it's another pen made by a major manufacturer of the period for the Dickinson company. And they called it the Croxley pen. So, enough about that, and let's have a look at the pen. The size of it, from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 127mm capped. Around the barrel, it's a nice chunky 12mm in diameter, so it's a lovely sized pen. If we take you up to the cap, well, let's take you to the barrel imprint first, if I can sort of find it over the camera. You'll see the barrel imprint reads the Croxley pen, and then underneath it says A Dickinson Product. Let's maybe give you a different view of it. So it's the Croxley pen, a Dickinson product, and then if I turn the barrel round slightly, there you'll see it actually says made in Great Britain. Again, let's give you a different angle. So it's made, sorry, not in Great Britain, it just simply says made in Britain. So a lovely British made fountain pen from the 1950s. It comes in this lovely gold filled, gold plated trim. It's got a lovely lever, a slightly triangular lever to it, and then if you look to the end there, you can see this sort of looks like a feathered or an arrow to the lever. And if we take you up to the cap, show you the cap band there, it's got this sort of slightly thin gold filled or gold plated cap band to it. And then if we take you up to the clip there, again very similar to the lever, it's got this, again very similar to Parker, this arrow clip to the top of the cap there. Let's give you a sideways view. All in all, an absolutely gorgeous pen. To the very top there, we've got this slightly peaked cap top, as you can see, which is complemented to the bottom there, again slightly peaked to the bottom of the barrel. All in all, superb, excellent quality made fountain pen. Now there's some people out there may have never heard of a Croxley pen. Let me reassure you that these pens are as good, in some cases in my opinion better than the major manufacturer, some of the major manufacturers of that period, the likes of Parker, Conway Stewart, Swan, etc. This is a superb quality made fountain pen, and if you ever get a chance to get your hand on a Croxley, jump to it. You will not be disappointed. In my opinion, superb fountain pens that, well, they're not little known, but yeah, they may be sort of not known about, but they're absolutely superb fountain pens. Let's unscrew the cap for you. Let's give you the customary twirl on the pen. This pen is one of my customers. It came to me for a service. We've put a new sack in it. We've sort of smoothed it, got rid of some little scratches here and there, and we've given it a full service. Everything's been fully cleaned. So let's pop the cap down. Let's take you to the section. You can see it's got this slightly sort of concave section with this little ridge towards the nib, and then let's show you the nib. Keep it nice and still, and you'll see the nib reads A Dickinson Product 14 karat gold. So even the nibs were made by somebody for the Dickinson company. All in all, again, as good nib as you would find on any major manufacturer. Let's give you a sideways view like so. Let's show you the feed underneath. You can see it's got this ladder feed underneath. You can see everything is lovely and clean as it should be, and ready to go back to the customer for him to enjoy this gorgeous pen. As I said before, with the size, I've got quite large hands. The section, lovely and comfortable to hold, and in my opinion, even with my large hands, a very nice comfortable pen to hold. Now, because the pen's actually going back today to the customer, so I'm not going to fill it because I don't want to start getting involved with flushing it out, etc. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just simply dip it in the ink just to give you a writing sample. So what we have is the forgot how to spell it. The Croxley pen. As we said, this is a Dickinson product. We're dating the pen around about the 1950s, and the pen was made in Britain. A lovely writer, as you can see. And let's see, do we have any flex? Well, by applying a little bit of pressure to the downward stroke, it's got a slight flex. So there we go. If we give you some figures of eights until the sort of the ink runs out, well, maybe not. Yeah, I would say it's got a slight bit of flexibility in the nib with a downward pressure. But as you can see, writing, I would say, with a fine, maybe to medium line, writing very nicely as you would expect from this pen. And again, with a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke, we can get a little bit of variation in the line. So let's put that to one side. Let's just give the nib a wipe. We'll flush that before it goes back in the post, and there we have it. So we've got another pen which hasn't got a major manufacturer's name on it, but in all intents and purposes, a Croxley pen, a Dickinson product, absolutely superb, a quality made, beautiful fountain pen. If you get a chance to get hold of one of these pens, well, do so. You won't be disappointed. They're absolutely beautiful. And as for you, Steve, I hope you enjoy your new service pen. Enjoy it, write with it. Beautiful pen. I'm a little bit jealous, Steve, but enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and if you possibly can, why not support as well. But for now, I'll just say bye bye for now.